"Hi, my name's Sam." And as I'm going down the road, a tank rolls by. And my first time being in Ramallah, a tank, I've never seen a tank, so a tank is really cool to me. It's like, wow. And I remember words of my uncle saying, "Don't leave your house without your passport." An Israeli soldier comes out and comes up to me asking for my passport. I said, "I don't have my passport, I left it at the house." So he starts getting angry, and he starts looking at me a little twisted, saying, "You know what, I really need your passport." And then, so he says, "Come in the tank with me. We're gonna take a ride." I said, "I'm not going in the tank. As cool as that tank looks, I'm not going in that tank." So he grabbed me, 12 years old, I can't do anything, he's a fully armed soldier. Takes me into the tank, throws me in. And as I'm in that tank, I'm confused with what's going on. I know it's a soldier in front of me, to the right of me, to the left of me, and not the one behind me. But before I see what's going on, I get hit with a butt of AK-47 to the back of my neck, 12 years old. I'm on the ground, in the tank, and they're kicking me. And as they're kicking me, I'm going nuts. I'm shouting in English and all that. And they stopped. And I said, "What happened?" They all started talking in Hebrew to each other. I heard American or something within it. They took me out of the tank, gave me 900 shekels, that's money, $900 in their money. Said, "We're sorry." And put me on my way. And as the day went on, I didn't even realize what happened. Thinking maybe they thought I was a Palestinian native. It's in my veins, but I'm from the States. But if they see me as a native, 12 years old, AK-47 butt to the back of my neck.
Stop the bombing of Lebanon! 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 Stop bombing Gaza! Stop bombing Gaza!
I'm a U.S. Jew, and I think that Palestinian people and Lebanese people are just as valuable as Israeli people. I think what Israel's doing is collective punishment to Palestinians and Lebanese. I think all sides need to stop shooting and start negotiating right now. There's not a military solution to this.
And in the last couple of weeks, Israel has destroyed the infrastructure of both the Gaza Strip, what was left of the Gaza Strip and Lebanon, inflicting wanton destruction in violation of Geneva Conventions.
We're trying to send a message to the U.S. government and the Israeli government. There is a significant Jewish voice that believes we need to stop the invasion of Gaza, stop the invasion of Lebanon, stop the killing of civilians on all sides, and start negotiating.
I think it's all a pre-plan by the Israelis, whether Hezbollah hit them or not. This is what they wanted to do, just disrupt the Middle East, okay?
She has two kids that just escaped Lebanon yesterday.
Yeah, my kids, their dad is from southern Lebanon, and he hasn't been there since 1978. So he wanted them to go and see where he grew up, where he was born. And 3 days after they got there, the war hit, okay? And they were so scared. They never seen bombs like this. And the bombing was 5 minutes away from where they were. And you know, my kids are born and raised here. They kept calling the American embassy, no answer.
USA, unicide, justice, or genocide!
On the media, they say the U.S. has, you know, they're trying to find a position in this because they're so out of the loop. But you know, in reality, they're in the loop. They are the loop. And with Iraq being at the strategic position that it is, it's right in the center of everything. So now the U.S. is going to have all their bases there, so they could, Iran's next, who knows? The Middle East is, it's the new Holocaust.
What inspired that?
Well, I feel like I think this is partly a racist war. People think of Arabs as the other and dehumanize them because of that, and they don't recognize the pain and suffering that these civilians are going through because they think of them as an other. And I just want to say, like, we're people too, and we suffer from the same kinds of wounds that any other people could suffer from. And the other thing that I want to say is that that Beirut is a very dense city, and all the cities in Lebanon are very dense. When we're talking like 10 to 15 story apartment buildings, all of them, like everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in the suburbs or not. Like it's very dense. So just dropping one building is like 25 houses at least, if not more. So it's really scary.
There seems to be an underlying perspective and a lot of the media coverage, a lot of politicians on this issue, the underlying perspective being that Israeli lives are infinitely more valuable than the lives of their Arab neighbors and the Palestinians under occupation. Would you agree with that assessment?
I mean, absolutely. Obviously, if the lives of 8 soldiers in Israel is unacceptable, but the lives of 300, 400 Lebanese is acceptable, I don't know where these people grew up or who their mothers were, but every life is important.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Ceasefire would do no good if you're the U.S. and you want to see Israel invading Lebanon. You want to see Israel destroying the infrastructure of Lebanon and say you can't be a prosperous Arab country unless you agree to U.S. and Israeli hegemony for the Middle East. You know, it's just not allowed. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. I mean, they bombed a milk factory. They bombed grain silos. I mean, you can't justify any of that on the basis of some Hezbollah abduction. So that's the message that they're trying to send, and that's the message that the U.S. wants to send.
I have family in Lebanon, but even if I didn't have family, those are innocent people. Just like I support peace around the world and justice, the American people, United States is a free country. People have the right to decide that just because Bush says something doesn't mean it's right. You guys stand for the justice and peace in the world. Just go around and see the truth. That's why you need to seek the truth, and then you'll see that it's obvious who's dying.
Where is your family at?
My family is in, well, they're hiding right now, hopefully in an area that's not being bombed. But those who stayed are the strongest people because they are fighting for their country, to free their country. They choose freedom over death. They choose freedom over occupation of the United States and Israel.